What's happening, guys? Good to see you all again. This video we're going to talk a little bit about preparing for your trip. Actually, to be honest with you, if any of you travel, you know that it can be a lot of work to get things in line. You have to try to remember everything that you're going to need. The most important thing is remembering what not to pack, okay? What not to pack on your carry-on or for your check-in luggage. And you know, my wife and I have been checking in with the airlines to make sure that the things that I want to take as far as electronics, you know, can I take them on my carry-on, or do I have to have them in a check-in? And so finding out that for the most part all my camera equipment, batteries, things like that, I could actually can take that with my carry-on, which I'm really happy about that. But I don't know for what reason they told me for my drone and it's not a big drone, it's a DJI Spark. They told me that I had to send that through my check-in. I'm not exactly sure why, but as far as the batteries I can take them with my carry-on. So, but under one exception, because of the fact that they are lithium batteries, what I had to do was I had to buy these LipoSafe fireproof little bags. Okay, LipoSafe little bags that you place your batteries in. Okay, you place your batteries in. These would be for my drone. Okay, I can take these in my carry-on baggage, but I had to have them placed in these bags. So there's just little things, and I've seen videos where they say that you could actually take, like, say, a piece of tape even and put it over the you know, the control points on the battery. You could place tape over top of that, and then you could just even place them in a plastic bag. But I went ahead and got these LipoSafe battery bags, fireproof, which didn't really cost me a whole lot. I think I paid I don't know, $5 or $6 for 2 of them. So as far as batteries like this for your camera, things like that, it's not really a big deal. You can just place them in your bag, what have you. So what we do, I'm going to show you here what we will be, some of the luggage we're taking. We have this larger one will be one of our check-ins, and that smaller one there, that's a carry-on. And then I have my backpack that I'll have a lot of my accessories in. And we also have one more large piece of luggage for our check-in. And you always have to make sure that, you know, you're not going over the weight limit with your luggage, which is each piece of luggage for a check-in would be 50 pounds. And I think it's the same for a carry-on. I think it's up to 50 pounds for a carry-on. So what we do to prepare for that is we bought one of these little portable handheld scales, okay, that basically all you do is you put this on your handle and you just lift the luggage and it will give you your weight. See this black piece here, other side, will let you know how much the luggage weighs. So this thing's been very, very helpful the last couple of years for us as far as travel. You know, there's a lot of things that has changed with like TSA when you're going through customs. One of the mistakes I made 2 years ago was going through one of the airports. I didn't read the sign that said remove all of your electronics from your bag, and I didn't do that, and I got pulled to the side and basically was searched and checked for drugs. And they, you know, check all your electronics to make sure that there's no drug signs of any type. So that was kind of embarrassing and frustrating on top of that, because, you know, for somebody to have to go through that. And of course, you know, they ask you if you would like for us to check you here, or would you like to have a private shakedown, basically. And, you know, of course it didn't matter to me because I had nothing to hide. I just forgot to take my electronics out of my bag. So that all checked out and we moved on. But there's just so many things now that it's to my understanding that these TSA officers now, they have certain, if you notice when you go through customs, there's a lot of them, and you have certain ones that are you know, certain ones that are trained to do certain things. You have the ones to check your luggage to make sure that you're not, you know, you don't have anything you're not supposed to. You also have officers that actually stand back and they just stare at you. They look for signs of nervousness and things like that, which most people aren't aware of. So, you know, they've really tightened things up when it comes to that. But we are down to 12 days. We're excited, and I'm going to be starting my footage from the time we leave and we get to the airport, and just going to be different clips as we go. And I'm hoping to bring you guys really awesome stuff. So that's kind of where it's at. I haven't been putting too many videos out. I've been working a lot and just haven't had the time to really sit down and do a video. But we're still here, and we are gearing things up for this trip. Trying to think if I hit on everything. I think the hardest part of this particular trip will be the layovers. Just one of them, and that's the one in New York. And I think we have a 6 or 7 7-hour layover in New York before we take flight with Korean Air to South Korea. So and then once we are in South Korea, we'll have a 3-hour layover there, which isn't as bad because after a long trip you're going to want to walk as much as you can anyway. So 7 hours, yeah, that's going to be a long time in one airport trying to kill time. What's the time on our flight that leaves out of New York?
12:50 p.m. 12:50 a.m.
So it's around 12:15 in the morning was when we take off out of New York. So we'll arrive there 3:45. What time we arrive there? About 4 a.m. something like. No. From Pittsburgh to New York. Yeah, that's only
it's only like an hour 15 minutes.
Okay, an hour and 15 minutes. So you figure 4:30, let's say, in the afternoon, right? And we have to wait all the way until midnight to get our next flight. So find things to do in the New York JFK, you know what I'm saying? But So that's where it's at, guys. Just wanted to touch a little bit on some of the travel things. We normally don't ever have issues when it comes to once we get through customs here in the US and we hit these other countries, we don't ever really have any issues. So it was just that one time 2 years ago that was my fault. I did not remove the stuff from my bag, and I felt like a fool, you know, standing there getting drug checked and all kinds of stuff, and it was kind of embarrassing. But you know, they got to do what they got to do. So that's pretty much it. Probably might have one more video coming out to you guys before we leave, and then you probably won't see any videos until I'm in the Philippines, because that's where I will be sitting down and trying to edit out the next vid for you guys. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share the video, and hit that bell so that you are notified when this next video comes out. We will talk to you guys soon. Peace. Bye bye.